A very good morning to you this beautiful Thursday. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day with us during this strange times.
Yeah, now we know that Thursdays are a precursor to the weekend. And after a long week, we do understand the excitement.
Yeah, of course, you're going to be celebrating the accomplishments that you have made this week. For those of you working from home, and those of you who are not working at all because of the fact that you're self-quarantining, as it were.
Social distancing?
Yeah, social distancing. Well, there's some people that are self-quarantining and some are social. Anyway, whatever it is that you're doing, well done. Yeah.
And now it's a perfect reason why we're here, to bring morning sunshine and brighten your day. And we have a great show specially prepared for you, just for you. So all you have to do is stay with us to the very end. My name is Tokwe Olonio.
And I'm Yomi Open. You have the option of streaming us live right now, tvcentertainment.tv, and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now join the conversation and send in your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC on all our social media platforms.
Our app is also available for download both on the Android and iOS store, and this app lets you watch us anywhere you are in the world. So let's go straight to this morning's highlights. Lots of stuff that we're doing.
For some inspiration, stay tuned for some Daily Vulnerable.
Think about my life. Just think about my life. Like, first and foremost.
Now, if you love Zobo and would like to know how it's made, stick around as we show you how right here on the show.
From dried roselle or sorrel leaves, popular.
And if you're a foodie, then watch out for our Chronicles of a Foodie as Titi takes us on a journey.
We also take a look on how the transportation business evolved from where it used to be to where we are now, and something known as corporate keke. This happened a while back. And of course, we have updates for you regarding COVID-19 as well. It's, of course, around the world, the numbers keep going up, even though in some other areas it's going down. So about 100,000 people have survived the disease. So it means that they went through it, and now, you know, they're called survivors of the disease. So that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Even though we still have over 300,000 that are infected worldwide. Across Africa, the numbers are still down.
Yeah, they actually
No,
are.
yeah, by comparison with other countries. Nigeria alone, with a country of nearly 200 million people, has less than 100 confirmed cases. You know, has less than 100 confirmed cases.
Yes.
200 million people.
Yeah,
Well, look at America, about 300 million people, and 60,000 confirmed cases. So
that's a lot.
and you know, with that, 1,000 people dead. So pretty huge numbers there in America.
Yeah.
And they're scared. You know, it's to be expected. But yeah, that's what's happening.
But I did read in the news yesterday that Trump was looking to open the country up, and I thought that was scary, considering that there's no particular cure. I think everybody should just lock down their countries, like lockdown, 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 lockdown. But so, I'm thankful that in Nigeria it's really down, and the fact that everybody is actually beginning to take it seriously. Because it was more like a joke initially, but now people are really beginning to wake up after the news of the aid yesterday and the governor of Bauchi State.
Exactly.
Everybody realized that this thing is here.
It's here. You know, people have to be careful, follow the rules, follow instructions. Especially with regards to social distancing. A lot of companies have cut back, you know, their hours. Many have shut down completely. And of course, we're getting daily updates from the governor's office in Lagos, and several other governors as well. Port Harcourt, River State, Abuja as well. All of these guys have proper procedures in place for self-quarantining, social distancing, and ensuring that people are not just moving around indiscriminately.
Yes.
So that's really,
and
really important.
I just think everybody should, if you're at home, just stay at home. You don't need to visit anybody. Thankfully, we have social media, we have WhatsApp, we have everything. If you want to just be your friends, you could call them on video calls. In fact, yesterday my friends added me to this. So there's an app where you can talk to like over 20 people. So if you feel like some apps that can take only 4 to 5, go get the apps that have more people. So you just stay in your house.
Exactly.
And
so
try new things.
Try new things too. I mean, I was reading, people are saying that they're learning new things, taking new courses, and stuff like that. So all of that is going on. South Africa, you know, I was watching a press conference yesterday.
Okay.
And it's instructive. We can learn from that as well.
Okay.
So just 8 days ago, they had less than 100 cases. By yesterday, they had 800.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it was exponential, just, you know, the way it just grew, and there was like a huge upsurge. So people just need to be careful and maintain, you know, just maintain order in their own lives. Make sure that eventually, if it does happen that there's a complete lockdown in Nigeria, people are prepared. So that, you know,
I read that there was going to be like the military were going to do something from Friday. But before then, everybody's buyers must stock your house with food and everything you need, just so, because we don't know how long this is going to be. Feels like the end of the world.
Just a few weeks. Just a few weeks. I believe that. I believe just a few weeks.
I mean, Pastor Yomi, you can say a word of prayer over Nigeria.
I'm not a pastor, but you know. So, but I think, you know, once you reach a trajectory where everything begins to come down.
Yes.
Infections across the world, the rates are coming down. People are recovering. Then, you know, things will begin to pick up.
Yeah, I did read that even Wuhan, China, where it started, there's no new cases. They're just managing the cases that they have. So it's even encouraging that, hello, originators, you people, you all are now like, okay, and we are now like suffering.
So so these are the things that are happening. We'll probably give you some updates later on as well on what you should do, what the governor said yesterday about closing the markets and the airports and all of that, moving around, and just, you know, keeping yourself and your loved ones safe. And we've got a news update for you. And Nigeria is steadily witnessing an upsurge in the number of COVID-19 infections. The number of cases rose to 51 last night, with a confirmation of 5 new cases, 2 of which are in Lagos and 2 in the FCT and 1 in Rivers State. Lagos now has the highest infections with 32 persons, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 10 cases. Ogun has 3, while Ekiti, Oyo, Edo, Osun, Rivers and Bauchi all have 1 case respectively, bringing the country's total to 51 with 48 active cases. Now, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control has insisted that chloroquine has not been approved as cure for the coronavirus disease. It said this in a tweet on Wednesday, while also warning Nigerians against self-medicating with the drug. There has been controversy over whether or not the antimalarial drug chloroquine can cure the disease, especially after President Trump said it had been approved to treat the new coronavirus. But many in the wider scientific community have cautioned that more work is needed to prove they really work for COVID-19. And as the number of COVID-19 cases in Nigeria continues to rise, some governors have taken initiative to self-isolate. The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, was first, and he sent his samples for testing. A statement by the special advisor to the governor on media and communication strategy said, although the governor is not showing any symptoms of the virus, he has taken the necessary precaution to self-isolate to protect people that may otherwise come in contact with him. Governor Obaseki had in the past few days had meetings with the governor of Bauchi State and the chief of staff to the president, who have both tested positive on Tuesday. TVC News can also confirm that the only COVID-19 confirmed case in Edo State so far is the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Frank Okiye.
The index case that we recorded in Edo State is that of the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly. And he actually went into self-isolation. He came back from UK on Friday and went into self-isolation and sent sample for testing, and he tested positive. His wife and his daughter that have been around him have also sent their sample. Hopefully, interestingly, the wife and the daughter tested negative. So that is the situation of things beyond what we are putting in place to fix and the spread of the coronavirus.
Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State is also in self-isolation. He revealed this in a tweet on his handle on Wednesday, adding that he has also taken a test for the virus. According to him, he had also been in meetings with 2 persons who have tested positive, expressing optimism that he will come out all clear in the end. The latest on the list is the governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Sule. According to the Nasarawa State Commissioner for Health, the governor is going into self-isolation because he had physical contact with persons who have tested positive for the coronavirus. Now, Rivers State is gradually moving towards a total shutdown following the closure of all land and sea routes into the state. Governor Nyesom Wike announced the closure of the borders during his 3rd statewide broadcast since the first case of the virus was confirmed in Nigeria. Uche Okoro reports.
On the 20th of March, all schools were closed down. Since that period, there's been a ban on public gatherings, open worship, all weddings and burial ceremonies. Public parks, nightclubs and cinemas have also been ordered to close down. Restrictions have been placed on public transportation, while one major market in the city has also been shut. Now the state government is going one step further by closing all entry and exit points in and out of the state.
With effect from 6 p.m. on Thursday, March 26, 2020, the Port Harcourt International Airport, Pamawa, will not be open to air traffic. While we may not have the right to stop flights from entering Port Harcourt, we cannot allow anybody coming from the airport to enter our state. We are confident that the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria FAN and other federal agencies will cooperate with us. All land and sea borders will be closed. Vehicular movements in and out of the state have been banned. In essence, no vehicle will leave Port Harcourt to any other state, and no vehicle will come in from any other state to Rivers State.
Governor Wike also said the state narrowly escaped recording an index case recently, hence the need to take such drastic measures.
It is with gratitude to God that I announce to you that our state would have been infected with coronavirus yesterday, but for the vigilance of security agents who, acting on the tip-off, prevented an infected person from boarding a flight from Abuja to Port Harcourt. The infected person beat all security measures that were put in place at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and was to sneak into Port Harcourt before security agents stopped her. Based on this alarming information, the State Security Council met yesterday and reviewed measures already put in place and decided that there was urgent need to adopt stringent measures to protect those living and doing business in the state from the virus.
While this latest move by the state government may be commendable, there are concerns amongst many residents that its implementation may not be feasible at federal government-owned facilities like the airport, the seaports and the East-West Road. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. We're going to take a look at what the weather will be like today and then return with sports after the break. We're starting with The Guardian this morning. Today is Thursday, March 26, 2020. The month of March is coming to an end very quickly. And The Guardian has a big headline, Shutdown Beckons. Coronavirus cases hit 46. Aso Rock in partial lockdown. More states tighten restrictions. Aviation to lose over 180 billion naira, 22,000 jobs. Airlines halt flights today. And PDP condemns barring of media houses from presidency. Up here, Prince Charles tests positive but remains in good health. That's on page 40. Lawan Gbajabiamila meet ministers, others over 2020 budget review. Lagos residents storm markets, banks ahead of closure today. And 20 Osun judges, Edo speaker isolate themselves as tribunal suspends sitting. And of course, you can see on the cover of The Guardian there, the Supreme Court on forced recess yesterday. And at the bottom, Federal Secretariat Abuja devoid of usual hustle and bustle. Also, this photograph taken yesterday. Now, on the cover of The Punch, we've got the headline, London Party. Attendees go into isolation as 2 guests die. Wow. And a bunch of interesting writers here. Okoya, Oshoba, Abiodun, Shagaya, Obe, others at Justice Oguntade's birthday. And doctors obtain Abba Kyari's medical records from British hospital. Edo speaker tests positive. Obaseki, Fayemi, Sule in self-isolation. Cases rise to 51. Rivers, Kogi, Oyo. Others shut states' borders. And there's an interesting photo story on the cover of The Punch here. Military airlifts medical supplies, detection kits from China. And hopefully that should arrive in a few days. And Abdul Razak suspends 3 Kwara officials for alleged extortion. Paris Club refund, pay firm 13.3 billion naira, court orders Katsina. And police arrest hackers of bank accounts in Anambra. Kwara bans commercial vehicle operations, shuts churches, mosques. And Lagos to discontinue 566 cases being prosecuted by police. And NNPC spent 218 billion naira on ailing refineries in the year 2019. Let's take one more story on the cover of The Punch here. National Assembly meets Ahmed Emefiele, others, over failing economy. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch. And next, we're going to look at The Nation here. Also still on the COVID-19 virus. Governors in self-isolation as ministers undergo tests. And President Buhari's negative test, thing of joy, says presidency. And Oshibajo Oyetola test negative. Edo speaker positive. And airlines suspend local flights. Cases now 51. And CBN unveils 50 billion naira COVID-19 stimulus. And a few stories up here. Aso Rock in partial lockdown and no need to panic. Virus spreads to rivers as Wike shuts borders. Anthony Joshua in isolation after meeting Prince Charles. And Kaduna sterilizes markets. And finally, Oyo plans restrictions. And that's what we've got on the cover of The Nation. Still on COVID-19, the Nigerian Tribune has the headline, federal government to release 10 billion naira to Lagos, 1 billion to pharmaceutical firms, 6.5 billion naira to NCDC, and UN mobilizes 756 million naira for Nigeria. A World Bank, IMF suspend Nigeria, others debt repayment. And federal government slashes oil benchmark to $30 per barrel. And Atiku pledges 50 million naira, seeks 10,000 naira for each household. And the governors in race for test go into self-isolation. Edo speaker tests positive. Rivers closes borders. Osun to test passengers at boundary. Oyo gives workers 2 weeks leave. Lagos, Kaduna fumigate markets. And FIRS over here retires directors who have served for 8 years. And Bauchi governor's brother kidnapped. Wow. And I don't know if we can still squeeze in the Vanguard, maybe just a headline here. The coronavirus, 4 governors in isolation. as Kogi Rivers shut borders. And you can see the photographs of the governors in isolation there. Obaseki, Edo governor, Fayemi, Ekiti governor, Sule, Nasarawa governor, and Bello, Niger governor. Wow. Well, based on all these stories now on coronavirus, we're going to be taking a quick break and be back with traffic reports in Lagos.
Usually we would say with the unpredictable drive time in Lagos, but now there are very predictable drive time.
Very predictable.
Very, very.
Very predictable. You know, it's sometimes, you know, people, the kind of traffic we have in Lagos right now is the kind that, you know, just after Christmas or the New Year's, when people are not at work, that's when it's nice and light. Yeah. So it's not too shabby.
No,
not too shabby. It looks good. So if you're going to the island this morning, right? If you're going through the Terminal Bridge, it's just 33 minutes. Can you imagine that?
Imagine.
So if you leave now, if you leave now from here, from Magodo area, you'd be on the island in Victoria Island. That's the center of Victoria Island by 7:05.
So weird.
That's weird, and that gives you an idea of how actually not too big Lagos is.
Yes,
so Lagos is
it
actually
so
a tight
big.
city, but what would normally have been 2 hours of traffic
I mean,
is
at
now
this
just
point, it would be like 2 hours.
like 2 hours, but it's now just 33 minutes if you're going through the Terminal Bridge, because it's straight. Everywhere is free, like every point. But if you're going through Ikorodu Road, it's almost an hour.
Oh, okay.
So if you leave now, you probably get there like 7:30-ish.
Oh, still not bad.
Still not bad. Still not bad. At least you get to work before 8. That for those of you who are still working, I know that many banks are still open.
Yeah.
A lot of essential services still open as well. A bunch of insurance companies still open. So you have a lot of people still working. Telecoms as well are working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. You know, if people have
service
issues.
Providers. Imagine the whole
Service
internet goes
providers.
off.
Yeah, but I think malls are shutting down.
They should.
Yeah.
Or maybe no, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know whether you have any other routes.
Yes, I have from Festac Town to CMS. This would take you 46 minutes. So if you're around
Festac to CMS.
Festac to CMS.
Wow.
The only point I can see traffic here, which is where I'm just going to highlight, there's traffic from the Festac Access Road through Sweet Sensation, through, just a second, let me just find the neighbors. Okay, so the Festac Access Road, so through Rabiu, Tinuade, yes. There's traffic all through, Rabiu, Babatunde, Tinubu. So there's traffic all through that point, through the Sinoku Supra, Apple Junction. There's thick traffic, surprisingly. Yo, practice social distancing, stay at home. But after Apple Junction, the road is free, but the traffic picks up again by Apapa Oworoshoki. Did I get that right? Yes, Apapa Oworoshoki Expressway is thick. Now all through Mile 2, all the way through to Lagos Badagry.
Wow. So it's all busy across all those areas.
Just when we thought people were at home.
Yeah. Some areas around Surrey seem to be busy today.
Oh yeah.
And also Costain area is
that place
busy.
is always busy.
Akpongbong is busy.
Yeah.
I guess people are hurrying to the market.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. So if you need to go to the market this period, try to, of course, maintain the social distancing we've talked about before. And also try, do your best to go in and out. So go in early, so you can leave early. And if you're joining a bus, also be careful to maintain social distancing on the bus. That's really, really important. So, so if there's traffic around Akpongbong at this time, it means that there's lots of people going to CMS area where that will then take them to the markets. So the markets will definitely be busy. Ebute Metta is also busy. Oyingbo area is also busy at this time. You know, Oyingbo is where you get all the fresh things as they're arriving.
As they're arriving.
Yes, now. So all the ugu leaves and.
But where is ugu arriving from?
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know, but
They are local farmers.
oh, okay. Well, anyway, so I know that it's usually very fresh there, and seafood as well.
Yeah,
in
seafood.
Oyingbo.
There's
Like
this-
fish and stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
think
if
they
you
have
so
that
there's
in
this
Oyingbo.
new market. You could try it out in Ikoyi. I think
I'm
under
not
the
gonna
Falomo
I'm not gonna
Bridge.
try it out.
Not now. I mean,
Oh, okay.
when all things are well and good. I don't even think those people will still be there. Their prawns and their seafood, their prawns, their king prawn. Oh my days. Oh well. Oh, let me not think about it.
Okay, so those areas are busy. So if you need to go to Oyingbo, do it early.
Yeah.
Go in and out. And when you get home, make sure that you clean up.
Yeah, in
before
fact,
you hug
take
the
off
kids.
your clothes and just dump it in your washing machine if you have one. If you don't, just wrap it in a nylon.
Yeah.
Maybe throw it away, maybe not. So I've been very extreme with mine.
With your social distancing.
Even my social distancing for myself.
And the hygiene as
And
well.
hygiene, yeah.
Very
because
important,
at this
very
point,
important.
you really can't tell.
So major areas. So like I said, Surulere is a bit busy. So if you're getting around, do what you need to do quickly and get back home. And also, based on the instructions from the Lagos State government, you want to ensure that you stock the house
Yes.
for the weekend, maybe for the next few days before restrictions are then eased later on.
But I mean, being a spinster is so hard. Like
It is?
stocking the house for me just required me to get noodles and eggs.
So why is that hard?
Like I said, I was seeing on social media, people are posting making soups, and I'm like, why people cooking for communities?
So when you get married, right, you're going to have people, you know, husband and kids making demands. I don't want to eat this. I want to eat that. and all of that. So when that happens, like if you have 3 kids.
So who cook?
Sometimes when you have 3 kids, like each of the children.
Like your kids, you mean?
Yeah, my kids. So each of the children can just wake up and decide that they want to eat something different.
And then what happens? You give them.
Well, so sometimes if I'm in a good mood, I say, okay, fine. You know, you want cereal, you want bread, you want
Wow.
whatever, cornflakes or something.
I would like to come again, like come as your
But
child.
other times,
Okay, what happens?
if we're eating beans, we're eating beans.
Yeah, so there
You
was no
sit
there
down
was no sometimes
and eat.
for me. There was other times all the
you
time.
sit down and eat the food that we put in front
So
of you. But
you-
you know, so it just depends on the mood in the house.
Wow. My parents were not in a good mood all the time. Because it was
You
tea
had
and
to
bread
eat.
every morning.
So
Okay,
if you didn't feel like eating-
Saturdays,
so
it
if you
was
didn't feel-
papa and akara.
Okay.
Yes. There was,
So I don't know whether we have traffic updates on our social media platforms.
Yeah. we could check that.
I want to check that out. I'm curious to know what's happening along the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway and also along Yanopaja, that Yanopaja axis.
Yeah.
So if you have any updates for us in that area,
You should use the
please
hashtag.
let us know. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Okay.
And we might be reading out those updates as well. I just want to see.
Also, someone from Traffic Update says no single traffic this morning. Can Lagos always be like this? I know, right? Yeah, but I'm.
Yeah, so
Moving-
basically, so the major news for Lagos right now
Yeah.
is that Lagos has the highest number of cases
Yeah.
for the coronavirus disease, so which is about 30 or 31 or 32.
That's. Yeah.
And where they're basically saying, look, the restrictions are going to be a bit tighter over the next few days, so
Yeah.
people should focus on taking care of themselves and
Yeah.
their family.
They
Schools
should.
have closed down. Gradually, a number of organizations are shutting down as well. Many organizations are practicing, social distancing,
yeah.
and also doing like a shift system with
yeah,
their
like we
staff,
have here.
so that there's enough space within the organization. Even over here at TVC, we're practicing a shift system,
Yeah.
so that there's good balance, you know,
Yes.
and people feel safer when they're at work and all of that. So, but yeah, Lagos State has said that they're prepared for any eventualities, and they're also stocking up on equipment,
Good to know
testing
why in Lagos
kits, and all of that.
Yeah,
so,
and then yesterday, The Chinese billionaire, can't really remember his name.
Jack Ma.
Jack Ma. The kids he sends to Nigeria arrived.
Finally arrived.
Finally
so,
arrived.
So that's good. That's
we
a
are
good thing.
pretty, I won't say we're pretty prepared, but we're pretty prepared. It's even
We're
scary
solid.
to say.
We're solid. So
Yeah.
as long as people are not moving around and spreading the disease continuously, is really, really good.
Yes. And if you're around any of these people that we read in the news that have tested positive, I think you should, as they might be your bosses or your family members. We know you just practice the social distancing. We know you love them. Just still practice it. Please don't come and give.
So a number of people said most of the people that have been recorded to have gotten the disease are people who traveled and came back, which is true.
I just got
so
back.
a lot of returnees from Italy, from the UK especially, and also the US, and also top government functionaries. So governors are in self-isolation. People, a number of people in the presidency.
Self-isolation. Now, I'm concerned about their home staff.
Their home staff. So even before the self-isolation, they've been
around their home
for a while.
staff.
So some of them are sort of like on lockdown. For instance, the Aso Villa in Abuja is on partial lockdown.
Okay.
So that means not everybody can just come in the way they used to. And of course, there's testing going on as well in that area, even though the president and the vice president have tested negative. So now there's probably also going to be some cleanup just around to make sure that
nothing is hanging on.
There's control. The most important thing is controlling the spread of the disease. So if somebody has gotten it and you isolate the person, you can then ensure that everybody else he relates with. Same thing with Kogi State, Bauchi State, and all of that, a number of other places as well.
But on a lighter note, a lot of people are recovering. Yesterday we read I think the owner of Olympiacos, the Chelsea footballer and the Arsenal footballer recovering. And Idris Elba did a live yesterday, an Instagram live, where he talked about how he and his wife they're not even having like any extreme symptoms and they feel like they're recovering. So I think that's positive and that's optimistic. Oh yes, and he did a live with Nollywood actor AY, not me, or the way I'm doing like this, with AY, and he recognized AY.
I saw the video. So anyway, so one of the things we've talked about regarding this virus is the fact that some people who have it but don't display any symptoms.
Yes.
There are some other people that when they get it, because they have very high immunity, they can function. They can function and do
other things.
Whatever they need to do, go to work and do stuff like that. But we're saying, look, if you're exhibiting any symptoms, don't go to work.
Yes.
Right? There are some others that maybe because they had pre-existing conditions and things like that, if they get it, it can be very debilitating. They just collapse. You know, they can't breathe. Many other challenges that they have and all of that. So basically, we're saying try not to get it.
Yeah, and boost your immune system so you can protect yourself. Go to pharmacies, get vitamin C, the 1,000 milligrams, not so expensive. If you can't buy vitamin C.
1,000 milligrams is expensive.
1,000 milligrams, sacrifice for your health. And then if it's too
that
expensive.
1,000 milligrams pack is like 6,000 naira.
No, it's 2,000.
Are you serious?
Yes, 2,000.
So maybe I'm buying the wrong one.
Maybe you're buying from rich people's store.
In Lekki, I'm coming to Ikeja to buy vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. But yeah, we have to take a break, and when we come back, it's birthday celebrations.
Yes, it is.
Yes, now every year now.
Welcome to a brand new hour. Now, time runs pretty fast when you are having a good time, and that is exactly what we had in the first hour.
Yes, and we're back with a second dose of premium family entertainment on the show. And we want to make your day more exciting as you go about your activities, which is not much nowadays.
Yeah, but they might have a lot of activities at home.
You might actually have a lot of activities. I heard that some people are taking this time to finally clean their house.
Wow, why does that
finally
sound like a shade?
It's a shade, yeah, because since Christmas, You haven't cleaned your
Come
house. So
on.
now, this is the time, this next 2 to 3 weeks that you're going to be home.
You would find things that you thought were
Clean the house
missing.
one room at a time. Spring cleaning, you know.
Yeah.
Pull up that rug.
And
Sweep
clean.
under. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
what
don't stop putting it under the rug. Bring it out of the
I used
rug.
to do that as a kid.
Oh, wow.
Sweep the living room. I'll just sweep everything under the couch, and you know.
Okay, so,
So don't do as I
don't be on me, please. Do not
raise
be.
everything up and clean it. Spring cleaning.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now this is the second hour on Wake Up Nigeria. And even though there is so much going on around the world and in Nigeria, we ask that you stay safe and thank you for joining us on the most anticipated breakfast show in television, on television, in the
Yes.
whole of Nigeria.
Did you just touch me?
Nope, I didn't.
Could you?
Social distance.
That's it.
Why
So
did
social distancing.
You
This
see, you
is
just touched me.
This is a bit of advice for
Sanitizer,
everybody.
please.
Bit of advice for everybody today as you go about your business. Keep that distance on the bus,
Like
on the road,
length, yes.
in the market, everywhere you are
Everywhere
today. You know, 3 feet, I think.
You'll keep 5 safe.
Anyway, we still have 1 hour of the show, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 45 minutes of great
Yes.
content to go on the show. So make sure that you stick around with us till the very end. My name is Yomi Orobe.
And I am Tokwe Olonio. Now remember, we are streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yeah. Send in your comments across all our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Now, do you have our app? You don't? What are you waiting for? Now, kindly download. It's available on Android and iOS stores, and it allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
All right, so straight to this morning's highlights, what we've got for you for the rest of the day. Now, if you love Zobo and would like to know how it's made, stick around right here on the show as we show you how.
If you're a foodie, then watch out for our Chronicles of a Foodie as Titi takes us on a journey.
Yeah, we take a look at how the transportation business in Nigeria evolved from what it used to be to what it is now. And something called corporate keke. You know,
Yeah.
people just trying to find employment for themselves, even though, you know,
It's probably not the desired job.
yeah, so we'll find out more about that as well.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happening on the show. So on Instagram and on Twitter yesterday, lots of people were talking about what you can do when you're socially isolating.
Yeah.
So what to do at home, and we talked about cleaning up earlier on, which
Yes.
is really important. I found out that one of the ways you can exercise is actually by cleaning.
Really?
Exactly. So you didn't know that.
No.
So the activity of cleaning keeps your muscles going, and also, you know, it adds to the number of steps that you take.
Daily.
So for instance, let's say your target was 5,000 steps before, or 6,000, or 10,000 steps. Just moving around, cleaning up the house, you would be very surprised that within an hour you would do about 7,000 steps.
Oh, wow.
So just cleaning the house alone,
That's a very
you're
good
exercising, right? You're exercising, cleaning the house alone, and other things as well. Reading a book. What would you do if you were?
Well, so I started an online course sometime in January, but because of work,
Yeah.
I got so choked and then I eased out. So now I'm back on that, and I'm picking up a hobby in knitting. So,
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
think knitting is
I heard
gonna
some
take
people
a
are
lot.
learning French.
Oh, well, I think I want to learn Mandarin.
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 Okay, wow.
So I can talk to those Wuhan people.
So learn a language or something.
Yeah.
Lots of people learning French nowadays because of Canada. But yeah, so you can learn a
Wuhan.
language.
I will learn Chinese.
So you can
Speak
go to
Mandarin.
Wuhan, right?
Hello, Wuhan people. Chin chan ho, cha chi cha chi.
We have the news update for you right now. Ibrahim is on standby.
You should also add Portuguese and Urdu to your languages that you want to learn in this course. The more than 8 million residents of Lagos who move by public transportation may be at risk of contracting the coronavirus pandemic if there is no strict enforcement on the measures laid down by the state government. Olawakon, who visited some parks in Lagos, also came across the chairman of NURTW in Lagos who was out to enforce compliance.
From the more than 21 million residents of Lagos, over 8 million move from one point to the other through public transportation. All transport operators or parks are expected to have washing hand equipment with soap and running water like this. Bello Temitope has just arrived at this park and believes the measures should be enforced across board.
If the people taking care of the park, like they have done here, if they've ensured it to their drivers, if they've told their drivers that they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that, then I think it can be enforced.
As part of efforts to ensure that all transporters in Lagos adhere strictly to the directives, Chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Lagos inspects some parks. A short drama ensued when the driver of this commercial bus was seen flaunting the order by the Lagos State government owned up that he is a police officer and not a member of the NURTW.
With 5 people or 7 people in
All buses are expected to be decongested from 100% to 60%. 14-seater buses should now carry 8 passengers, including the driver. The state executive of the NURTW said task force will be at each park to further enforce compliance.
We have some monitoring team that we have put in place together to check all parks, and we have given the chairman of each unit and branches orientation and what to do about this.
Musiliu Akinsoya distributed preventive materials to members of the union and commuters to curb the spread of the virus.
To me, it's a nice gesture, and I praise the state chairman for doing so. If possible, all other parks in Lagos State, if they can do the same thing, at least we save a lot of lives.
I think it's something that is very, very deadly currently, and we need to take preventive measures. I have my hand sanitizers that everywhere I'm going.
One way to check the spread of the coronavirus in Lagos is for all transporters to adhere strictly to the guidelines given by the state government. One thing is to have all these present at every car park. Another thing is for all the transporters and commuters to adhere strictly to these measures put in place. All hands must be on deck. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, we observe more the level of compliance starting from today. Well, that's the news update for this hour. Stay tuned for the weather.
Welcome. My name is Olaside Igbenga. You're welcome to the fitness segment with Classic Benga. Today, we're going to be working on our abs. A lot of people have complained, how do I work on my abs? My abs are not showing. So we're going to be working on quick routines to get your abs activated. Remember to always stretch before your workout. So we're going to be stretching now. Go side by side, side by side. We're just trying to get the abs activated. You can go in, you breathe in and out. It makes it easier for you to hold your breath and control it. So you go anti-clockwise again. You stop, you relax, go down. Release the energy. Yes. So now we're going to the ab program. The first workout is this. We're going to be doing seated leg raises. It's quite easy, but you need to get it. So you sit, relax, and raise your legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I don't have to hold the ground anymore, so I have to hold myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember to breathe in and out. So we're going to be going crisscross on each leg. So our first move, 1, 2, 3, 4, slow and steady, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you don't have to hold the ground anymore. You hold on to yourself. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. By now your abs should be activated. So we're going to the second routine. I'm going to be stretching my legs all the way from the back to the front. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, breathe in, breathe out. Our third routine. So we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You've got it. That's our last routine. But we're going to do one more, just so that your abs can feel the music. So you go this way. Hold the position. Hold the position. Remember to always breathe in to control your breath. So we're going to count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you have it. Your abs are activated now. Always remember to drink lots of water after your workouts. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Big thank you to Gbenga there, keeping our arms all toned up for this 2 weeks that we're at home. Anyway, I'm sure you've all heard of Zobo. Now, this is a drink or a beverage made from hibiscus leaves and is quite popular in Africa, in Nigeria especially. Now, if you have ever wondered how it's made, then you should definitely take a look at this.
Zobo is produced from dried roselle or sorrel leaves, popularly known as Hibiscus sabarifa. This red ink is loved both for its health benefits as well as a refreshment drink. If you're a foodie and hungry for a new recipe from West Africa, this tasty drink is a great place to start. To make a Zobo drink, you need to first choose your hibiscus leaves. Make sure you get red sorrel leaves for this drink. Then choose a pineapple and make sure it's a ripe one to have a better flavored drink. You also need stumps of fresh ginger, water, and slices of citrus fruits of choice like oranges, lemon, lime to garnish the drink. You can use any sweetener like cane sugar or honey to make Zobo. Okay, you just got all your ingredients ready, right? Let's go make a Zobo drink. Weigh the leaves to ensure you take the appropriate quantity needed. Wash and drain the weighed calices. Blanch the washed calice in boiling water for extraction. The additives and sweetener are added appropriately, then properly mixed. The drink is filtered and transferred to the holding tank. The filtered drink is filled into appropriate packaging materials. The drinks are allowed to cool, after which the bottles are labeled. There you have it, your Zobo, ready to be consumed.
So Titi has been busy going to different restaurants to find out different kinds of delicacies. Yes, I know, social distancing, this was before all this happened. Now their origin, the culture, and what's caused and what it tastes like on the Chronicles of a Foodie. Check this out.
Today is one of those days. I just feel like eating something different. And I think it's one of those days that we'll have fun going on another journey around Lagos to find some really great places to eat. Yes, you guessed it. It's time for another Chronicles of a Foodie. All right, so yes, we're back on the road again. This time we're going to the Alo Alo restaurant in Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel. Now I heard some amazing things about their menu. I hear they just got a brand new chef who is making things happen. Today I am super hungry and I need something extra special. I'm going to be going to check out their menu and I'm glad you can tag along with us. This, of course, is our Chronicles of a Foodie. See, we're on the road right now. Yep, we're on the road. I'm almost there. I've been going through their website and it's such a lovely place. They've been there for quite a while. They're along Ajose Adeogun Street in Victoria Island and they have some amazing ratings on TripAdvisor as well. For those that know TripAdvisor, they know that internationally known for picking out the best restaurants, the best hotels, the best destinations all over the world. So hey, I think this was a good choice. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Oh yeah.
We're in a little bit of traffic. Oh, there's someone there. Hello. Hi. Yeah, so we're in a bit of traffic along Alfred Rorani Road now, but it looks like it's not too bad. We are just a few minutes away from Victoria Island, so we'll be there very, very soon. We're here! We're finally at the Alo Alo restaurant in Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel. And I'm not going to waste any more time because we did spend quite a bit of time in traffic, you know. But, hey, that's the Lagos life. So, we're here. Okay, where is everybody? Where is everyone? Hello! Hi! How are you doing? thank you so much. All right, so I can't wait to meet the chef.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, let's go. Ooh, red carpet. That's where we're going, guys. Coming along? Okay, where's the chef? Where's the chef? Hi, chef. How are we doing? I know I'm not supposed to touch your hands. I know there are rules in the kitchen. Thank you. Wow, so Chef Chris has invited us officially into the Alo Alo restaurant kitchen. Hi, Chef Chris.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're gonna be making something special. Hopefully, we're gonna get every single secret from Chef Chris this afternoon. So, Chef, what are we making today?
Yeah, we're making special meal today, different from other hotels, different from other restaurants. This is a lobster with lemon by the side. This is yellow lemon, very expensive. This is cauliflower. This is lettuce. This is potato for the mash. This is onions. This is carrots. This is marrow. I have a bit of black pepper here, and the salt, and the sauté onions.
As you can see, the chef is ready to get to work on my meal. It's a chef's special today, and he's gonna be using both seafood and beef. This is gonna be an amazing meal, and I'm set to go relax and wait for it to get ready.
Enjoy your meal, madam.
So today's meal has been delicious. Past tense. Past tense. Yes. The food has been demolished by me, myself, and I. Where did I get this meal? The amazing Alo Alo restaurant in the Victoria Crown Plaza Hotel in Victoria Island. It's just along Ajose Adeogun. You can't miss it. But something you would miss if you didn't come in is a meal such as this. Today I had a steak prepared under a lobster. People, I know what I'm talking about. This has been amazing. Make sure you stay tuned and watch out for more chronicles of a foodie.
Well, it's been a great show so far, and we still have a couple of things lined up for you till the end of the day, for your viewing pleasure, as they say.
Welcome to the third hour. Now get ready for the final lap of top-notch family entertainment in the next 45 minutes. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to your favorite breakfast show on television.
Stay right there with us and enjoy everything that we've got planned for you today. My name is Yomi Owope.
And I am Tokwe Olonio. Now get online and stream live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, you can have those comments come in. Send them using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
And I'm definitely going to be reading some comments, so you better send in comments, because I checked on Facebook. I saw quite a number of them online.
Yeah,
so send comments.
quite a number of people online.
Let's know what you're thinking and what you think about your Miss outfit today.
Everybody's online nowadays, actually. So on WhatsApp, Facebook, everybody's making a comment about what's going on around them.
Yes.
And everybody's trying to cope with the imposed restrictions that are on us generally nowadays.
Okay, now if you haven't downloaded our app yet, you need to. It's available for free on all Android and iOS platforms, and you can watch us from anywhere in the world.
All right, now we're going to be taking a look at how the transportation business has evolved, over the years, and even recently still evolving.
It is.
But something known as corporate keke, which is something that we did, I think, a few months ago.
Yes.
We want to give you a
My
look
name is
at that once
Samuel
again.
and I'm the CEO of Corporate Keke Guy. When I came to Lagos, there was nothing I can do. So I searched for a job, there's no job, and my brother...
And
recently we had DJ Neptune on the show.
yes, he was like a whole mood, and we should definitely recap on that.
Oh yeah, we'll recap that conversation that we had with him.
Yes.
When he's been up to and things that are happening. So lots of celebrities online and celebrities, influencers, people that you generally respect, and they lending their voice to this issue of social distancing, which is really, really important. I think people that have a lot of following online should ensure that they're
Speaking
part
of
of that.
DJ Neptune, yesterday he did like a live, so it was more like partying at home. So on his Instagram live, he did like he brought his whole gear, mixing and mixes and everything, and he had like a full 1 hour, like a club mix. So you could just tune in and enjoy. So that was his own way of helping people cope.
I think DJ Copy did something like that as well a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's just coping.
Yes.
So apart from just sitting at home and binging on favorite series and all that, try and get some activities in there.
Yes.
It's really, really important. That's a good way of coping.
Okay then, so I guess Ibrahim is going to take us away with the news.
All right, let's bring you the latest in the news. Nigeria is steadily witnessing an upsurge in the number of COVID-19 infections. The number of cases rose to 51 last night, with a confirmation of 5 new cases, 2 of which are in Lagos, 2 in the FCT and 1 in River State. Lagos now has the highest infections with 32 persons, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 10 cases. Ogun has 3, while Ekiti, Oyo, Edo, Osun, Rivers and Bauchi all have 1 case respectively, bringing the country's total to 51 with 48 active cases. And the Nigeria Center for Disease Control has insisted that chloroquine has not been approved as cure for the coronavirus disease. It said this in a tweet on Wednesday, while also warning Nigerians against self-medicating with the drug. There has been controversy over whether or not the anti-malaria drug chloroquine can cure the disease, especially after President Donald Trump said it had been approved to treat the new coronavirus. But many in the wider scientific community have cautioned that more work is needed to prove they really work for COVID-19. And countries affected by the coronavirus are taking different measures to contain the spread of the virus. Many have imposed partial and total lockdowns that have seen restriction in movement. This is taking a toll on the business sector, as economists say it's only a matter of time before recession comes knocking. One area that business owners have to exploit now is online marketing and sales. Even in a lockdown, people still have to eat and will also need some essential products. One way of getting necessities without much exposure is buying and selling online. This might just be a light in the tunnel for micro, small and medium-scale enterprises as the world grapples with the economic impact of the coronavirus. And Kenya has recorded some progress in its fight against coronavirus as it announced the first full recovery of a patient with COVID-19. President Uhuru Kenyatta described the full recovery of the patient as encouraging news. A daily curfew from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. local time is to begin from Friday as the country's confirmed cases rose to 28. Tunisia has announced 59 new cases of coronavirus, bringing the country's total number to 173 at the end of Wednesday. The country's health minister has appealed to people to adhere to the terms of the nationwide lockdown imposed on Sunday. And in light of the measures adopted during the coronavirus containment period, the Central Bank of Rwanda has cautioned the public against panic buying, saying that measures have been put in place to ensure continuity and access to financial services. In a statement by the Central Bank, Governor John Rugambwa, the financial sector regulator, said that there is no need to panic as banks, SACCOs and microfinance institutions will remain open, offering essential services. The bank also noted that banks are increasing their teams to support customers that are not registered on digital channels for them to do so efficiently. To minimize the chances of transmission, the bank said that third-party checks will no longer be cashed at counters, with clients encouraged to bank with them and access their funds electronically. And that's it on the news update for today on Wake Up Nigeria.
Here are 7 steps to preventing the coronavirus.
Wash your hands thoroughly and frequently with running water and soap for at least 30 seconds. Avoid contact with people's hands and hard surfaces.
Number 3, always sneeze into a piece of tissue and cover your cough with your elbow, like this.
Step 4, avoid crowded spaces.
Step 5, stay at home if you feel unwell, even with a slight fever and cough.
Step 6, if you have a fever, cough, or difficulty breathing, seek medical help early.
And while we maintain social distancing, step 7 and the final step is stay tuned to this channel to receive more updates on the coronavirus.
Moving on, we're going to check out the keke driver who actually calls himself the corporate keke. Let's enjoy that.
My name is Samuel Ogundare, and I'm the CEO of Corporate Keke Guy. When I came to Lagos, there was nothing I can do. So I searched for a job, there's no job, and my brother introduced business. He just introduced me that I should come and do this business, that I can use this one, start of my life. He trained me for like 1 month and get me 1 keke for instrumental, right? Like 1-2 years, gather money to buy my own keke in 2017. I just feel for one day that no, I can't continue like this, because I see people, all my colleagues, if they want to come out, wear polo, jeans, and normal Marua people, they want to do stuff. They wear polo and they wear jeans, and they drive, they be working. And I just think of one day that no, me, I don't want to. I want to do my own in a different way, in a unique way, so that if people see me, they will appreciate me. I started buying clothes, shirts, shoe, trouser. One day I just get like I'm going to bank. I'm working in a bank. Then I wear clothes, I wear shirts, trouser and no tie. People begin to enter my mind, they be like, hello, guy, where are you going? I say, I'm working out. This is what I do for a living. Are you sure? I say, yes. But maybe that maybe this work I have another business that maybe if I just work maybe from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I will just pack this one out. Go inside and say, no, this is what I do for a living. This is my business. And from there, people began to call me pastor, like corporate. From there, I just pick up that name, that corporate keke guy. In 2017, when I rebranded it, people helped me a lot. They bought keke for me. They put it under my company that I should be managing it. Because we have contacts in front of our NAPEP, so people big number from there and they record that they want to join my team. And I tell them that they should come. I have graduates. I have HND in my business, in my work. Keke Napep driver, they dress anyhow. Like this business, you just do it and make your money and go. No, as a graduate, you can use this business, our Keke Napep, to start a life. I know the amount I'm making. Because my own is different. Because people help me a lot. They enter my Keke Napep, they can say, wow, we like what you are doing. They will give me money. They will tell me that I should leave the change. I should be going. But people touch me like, give me like 500. I say, don't worry. 1,000, don't worry. So if my colleagues are making like 5,000, me I can make like 10,000. And my Keke, we are like charity organization because we have TV for our clients. Our TV is there, we have suite, we have air freshener, we have USB, we have fan, because when it's hot, we have fan. The environment has not been so good like that, but we thank God we have been pushing it, especially Lagos State officer. They believe that this business is owned by maybe big man or by government. They don't believe that it's me that just create this business. For Agbero, they treat us well, very well, because the way we dress, they treat us very well. They give us our respect. Some people will tell you that you don't want to collect money now. They will tell you that just leave corporate, just go and come back, come and pay the money. Thomas.
But now we're going to be watching interview myself and Titi had with DJ Neptune, also known as Greatness.
Yeah, that was recently.
Yeah, very recently.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's see it.
Now, when you hear the word greatness in a song, you know it has to be DJ Neptune's record. Yeah.
Now we have been joined by Patrick, popularly known as DJ Neptune, and he is an international DJ, music producer, and artist.
He's here to talk about this, his amazing music, his new projects, and so much more. It's always a pleasure having you around.
To be honest, when you just said that greatness, that's when I realized I've heard it in songs.
Oh.
But I didn't know that was you. To be honest, I didn't know.
Oh,
Yes, so welcome.
How are you guys doing?
Well,
good morning. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good
morning, world.
I'm going to ask you to take off your glasses.
Oh, no, please don't
Yes,
do this to
I
me.
have to.
I have tired.
It's only me that can do this.
I know, but please, I worked till like 4 a.m.
That only
and then I had to wake up by 6. But I'll just take it out. Like,
woo! That's
no,
the
don't hold it for me.
You're covering all the fine boy with these glasses.
No, it's fine. See, they know I'm tired. See.
No, which tired?
Let me hold it for you. It's fine.
Okay, let me just put it on.
Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me. How you guys doing?
Fine.
Awesome.
Good.
There's this video that's making women's heads just go crazy now.
Really?
This music video.
Which one?
And they were like, wait, has MJ come back? Like, is MJ now in vogue?
MJ 3.0. Back to life.
So tell us a bit about what happened with that video.
All right, so that's the new single, Nobody, myself, Joe Boy, and Mr. Easy.
Okay.
Shout out to TG Amori, the director. So, I mean, we created the music and then sent it to him. And then he came up with a brilliant idea. And when I saw the storyboard, I was like, okay, this is excellent. Because, I mean, aside from the fact that the song is already a good song, that story around MJ is going to be very entertaining to people. Because, I mean, who doesn't know Michael Jackson?
I know, right?
I mean, generations after generations. So for me, that's also a catch on the visual side for the music video. And obviously, he had to make us do the whole Michael Jackson dance. You know, and I did well. And I'm sure MJ will be proud of me. DJ Neptune repping me.
So the effort that goes into making videos like this, in fact, making music generally, making videos and finding new ideas is a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
I have a feeling there were probably some ideas that came up for this video that you guys even scrapped.
Yeah, you know? I mean, we got different storyboards and I was like, nah, this is not gonna work. You know, so it takes a lot. It takes a lot to make these things happen. And it's so sad when people now stay behind their little device and be like, oh no, this is whack. Like, only if you knew what we had to do. Because if you watch that video, you'll see me laying down in the big pool of water. That's water with paint inside. And then I had to go in and lay down like that to perform to the camera.
Wow.
And then after that, I had to go shower. You can see right there.
And so even the lady that's in the water too, you know, it must have, and then the water was probably cold.
Yes, it was cold. It was cold. Trust me, it was cold.
Very cold.
It wasn't funny at all. I told TJ, like, you made me do this. I'm the only one who can make you do this. No. I'm like, bro.
It's effort.
So I want to talk about your childhood dreams.
Okay.
Did you always want to be a DJ?
The DJ. Okay, so I knew I was going to be an entertainer.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't foresee DJing. When I started, I used to sing. Then I had one of my uncles who would come to the crib every weekend to put me through voice training, but my dad kicked against that, and no way, I'm not having this, you know. So that had to like die down.
Okay.
Then along the line, I lost my dad, and then being the only boy, I had to start making decisions for myself. And then I was opportune to attend the party one day, saw DJ Mix Live, and then I was like, you know what, this is it for me.
Wow.
Now, how did the rest of your family take it, being the only boy?
It wasn't easy, trust me. I had to leave my comfort zone for 2 years just to prove to them that this is what I want to do. But I mean, now it's a change story. Everyone is happy.
Checks.
Yeah, I mean, it's like me having fun and I'm being
Getting
paid for
paid
it.
for
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
that's a wonderful feeling.
So if you weren't a DJ, an artist, a producer, what would you be?
I studied public administration, but I'm not a 9-to-5 person. I
But
can't
you
sit
could
in one spot.
be a
So
politician.
obviously, apart from that,
Appeal to the public.
apart from that, no way. I can. I mean, I don't know. Who am I? Tomorrow things might
tomorrow
change.
now we'll bring
you
out
know.
this tape and see.
But I'm being honest. If I wasn't a DJ, obviously I would still be in the entertainment scene, but maybe behind, maybe into production, maybe visuals and something like that.
That was actually where I was going to go. I was going to go to the business side of things.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to have a flashy glam video. It's another thing to actually think about whether this aspect of your craft is actually going to make you good money. And then how sustainable is it over time? You know, so what made you stick to that decision and say, you know what, I'm going to make this a business. I'm going to, make sure this thing works. What made you get there?
Okay, so for me, when I started, it was more of the passion. It wasn't even about the money. Like, there was really no direction. And this is me being in the industry for 19 years. And over the years, I started evolving. Money started coming in, I started getting booked. Then I started doing research and then understanding the need to brand yourself as a DJ, an entertainer, make your brand sellable to different people all around the world. And over time, things started getting better. And we're still in business. experience earned over the years, you can't buy in the market.
True.
You know, so.
Yeah. So how much was the first money you ever got paid?
I think that was like 3,500.
Yeah.
In 1 year.
This was like 2003 or 2004.
Oh, so it was big money now. It was big money.
No, it wasn't big money. It wasn't big money because
no, it wasn't big money.
Because what happened was I had to rent equipment. I had to pay the taxi. Trust me, I think I went home with like maybe like 800, but I was fulfilled.
Yes.
Because everyone was happy, and most of the people that came to that party, it was my friend's birthday party, so I had to beg me like, guy, please, I need to showcase myself. You know, let me feel like a cool kid around, you know, our guys, and it turned out well. Everyone was probably like, oh, really? So you can DJ? Like, yeah. I told you guys, but you never believe.
Now from 3,500 to like nearly 3.5 million that you charge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What was the first money that you got that you were like, Mama, I made it?
That was 200K. Yeah, it was a corporate gig.
Okay, that was between 2003 to when?
That was like 2007, and that was when I bought my first equipment. So when I got that money, I just I bought my first equipment.
You didn't follow your boys out and go and drink.
Hell no.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about all those ladies now that they've seen you with Joe Boy, they've seen you with all, you know, and they're like, don't worry, let me just, you know, catch this one. Has there been any of that pressure to, you know, impress the ladies?
For me, I've always been that guy that like to do me. I don't put myself under unnecessary pressure. So if you bring in that vibe and that vibe is not connecting with me, just stay on your lane.
Just stay on your lane.
It's not adding value to my life. So.
That was a good one. I liked it, and he's an inspirational figure. Inspires a lot of DJs to get to their craft and do really good stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
That was an interesting show today.
Yeah, interesting show. So this is the kind of show that you're going to be seeing for the next few days.
Yeah.
We're practicing social distancing with a lot of our guests and experts on the show, and also our celebrity guests as well.
Yeah.
So, but we'll try and bring you past interviews, packages, and other special things that we've done.
And if you want some particular interviews, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Tell us whose interview you'd like to see again.
Kate Henshaw, Ramsey Noah, Omotola Jalade, they've all been here on the show. And hopefully we'll find those interviews and let you see them as well.
But until tomorrow, we love you guys. Stay safe. Remember to sanitize, wash your hands, and practice social distancing.
Stay home if you can.
Stay home. Mwah.